Hey guys, what's up? I'm Christian Taylor, and today it's a battle between the Beats X and the Apple AirPods. So I think it's no surprise that I really love my AirPods. Even though they've been out for 2 years, I just bought a pair back in August, and oh my goodness, these things are phenomenal. Nothing can seem to pull me away from them. So I got to thinking, if the AirPods are this great after 2 years, what about the Beats X? Apple released them at the same exact time for a little bit cheaper, and they have the same W1 chip as the AirPods. So should you consider the Beats X instead of AirPods? Let's get right into it. So there were a couple things I noticed when I opened the Beats X box right away. And the first thing was that there are no ear fins. And for this style of earbud, I found that a little bit weird. Most every earbud that's like a gel earbud includes ear fins. So already I was kind of skeptical as to how my experience would go with these. I also noticed a very unique design to the Beats X earbuds. It's almost like a hybrid of those earbuds with the little neckband and the just regular wireless Bluetooth earbuds. Like there's this thicker wire that goes around your neck, and while it's flexible and it moves, it's kind of formed to hug your neck in a way or go around your neck tightly. So I found the design really interesting. One other thing I noticed is that there's a Beats sticker included in the box. And these are $120. But the $160 AirPods don't come with an Apple sticker. So hey, I guess if you like stickers, the Beats X are probably the way to go. But in all seriousness, while you do get a Beats sticker, you get this really short lightning cable.
What are those?
Yeah, it kind of looks silly charging your earbuds with it. Alright, so let's talk about the design now. So the Beats X earbuds have noise isolation. They have the gel design that you put them in your ears, and then they block out sound. And let me say this again, if you missed my last comparison video, I hate noise isolation, I hate noise isolation, I hate noise isolation. And my experience with the Beats X have been no different. You put the earbuds in and you walk around and you can hear your footsteps. You touch the wire by accident and you hear like this weird, just reverby like sound going on just by touching the wire because of the gel tips touching your ears. Overall, I'm just not a fan of noise isolation. Now look, I get that this is hit or miss, so if you like noise isolation, disregard what I just said, and these earbuds are definitely going to be a solid option. Now the rest of the design is interesting. I for one think you look equally as dumb wearing the Beats X as you do with the AirPods, except the difference is the Beats X haven't become a fashion trend. Now just wait a second and hear me out. At least with the AirPods, they have kind of become a fashion trend and you can sort of get away with it as stupid as you look when you wear them. But the Beats X, the wire is just so long and saggy and it just dangles and it's absurdly long. Now I kinda understand why Beats took this approach. If you have one earbud in and one earbud out, it's weighted in such a way that the earbud out does not usually pull and take that other one out of your ear unless you're running. So for clarity, no, you cannot run with these earbuds in with one in and one out. It is going to pull, and the weight of the earbud is going to pull the other one out. The earbuds are going to fall off. If, however, though, you're just walking around the house or taking a casual walk or just sitting down, you can have one earbud in and one earbud out, and the way the earbuds are designed and weighted, you should be fine, and it should be where it's not going to take the other one and yank it out. Now this is a huge plus for me in the design department, because my biggest pet peeve with noise isolating earbuds is the fact that if you want to have a conversation with somebody, it's kind of impossible. You're either like, what? And you're trying to hear them, or you take one out and it's pulling on your neck and you're constantly fighting this battle of rearranging the wire. And I'm personally a functionality over looks kind of guy, so although I think the Beats X look kind of funky and stupid, I have to say I really approve of the design and I did not expect to like it as much as I did. Okay, but let's address the elephant in the room, and that is sound quality and price. So how do these earbuds sound? Well, compared to the AirPods, in my testing, I have to say they don't sound quite as good. They're a little bit tinier and they lack mids. The bass is kind of punchy, but only if they are fully in your ears. So meaning when they kind of start to pull out over time, it kind of just turns into a tinny mix, versus with the AirPods, when they're in your ears, they're kind of meant to have an open sounding design, but it's very clear. There's a lot of clarity, mids and bass, and the AirPods are actually a lot punchier than most people think. They're certainly not winning any extra bass awards, but when it comes to sound quality and EQ, I tend to prefer the Apple AirPods. Now with that being said, the Beats X really aren't bad earbuds. The sound quality is pretty good, the battery life is nice and long at about 6 to 8 hours, and they have Apple's W1 chip, which is really nice. This means that once you pair it to one Apple device, it is automatically recognized on all of your other Apple devices, and the pairing process is very smooth. Now you can also see the exact battery life of these earbuds anytime under the battery tab on iOS, or looking at the Bluetooth settings on your Mac. Now just like the AirPods, these work perfectly on Android with no problems, and you can even get the benefits of the W1 chip on Android using an app like AirBattery. So now we get to my biggest complaint about the Beats X, and that is the convenience to price ratio. Look, the AirPods are expensive. Some people will tell you they're absurdly expensive, but if there's one thing Apple knows, it's that they can charge the Apple tax because their products have a big leg up over the competitor. And this seems to hold true with the AirPods versus the Beats X. And look, I know Beats is owned by Apple, but we're gonna consider these competing earbuds, so just hear me out. With the AirPods, while you are paying $160, you're getting a package that is portable, lasts a long time due to the battery case, and has great sound quality. In addition, you can run around, jump, do cartwheels, headbang. I don't care what you do. If Apple earbuds are a fit for your ears, and they are for most people, these aren't going anywhere. They're convenient, they fit in your pocket, they sound great. AirPods are so worth the money. The Beats X is a harder sell because while they're not bad earbuds and there's nothing wrong with them, you're paying $120 for something that doesn't come with a carrying case, is really awkwardly shaped, and I feel like if you're gonna put it in your pocket, you may damage it or mess up how that neck section of the wire is supposed to be shaped, and something that I feel like is just ultra fragile. You know, it just takes away a lot of the convenience factor to have these darn long earbuds that can fall out when you run, and you're paying only $40 less for way less convenience. You know, perhaps the only advantage to the Beats X design over the AirPods is the fact that it has an inline remote and mic, so you can turn your music up, down, play, pause, skip tracks, activate Siri, etc, etc. Now on the AirPods, I personally don't find this to be too much of an inconvenience because I have mine set where if I double tap the left earbud it plays and pauses, or if I double tap the right it activates Siri, and I will use Siri to skip the track or control the volume or make calls or do whatever I need to do, really. So while the Beats X are expensive and a hard sell, although there's some solid earbuds, the AirPods are more expensive, but they are very easy for me to recommend because they are just so darn good. So in conclusion, while the Beats X are certainly good earbuds and they're not terrible for the price, I would absolutely recommend the AirPods over the Beats X, and I think if you're someone who values convenience and portability, that extra $40 is going to be so worth it to you. So what do you guys think? Which one of these earbuds would you buy? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you like this video, do be sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss when I release new videos. With that said, I will catch you guys next time.